So it's March 1st, which is, if you didn't know it, and I bet you didn't because I just found out, National Compliment Day. And I had big plans for today. I had so many big plans for today. And they fell apart. So Susan, tell us, what are these big plans you had that fell apart? Well, the reason I knew it was National Compliment Day is I kind of went looking for days that might suit the project that I had in mind. And I kind of hinted to it a while back, and it's something I know I've mentioned in my live streams. And I'm not going to tell you about it yet because I'm still going to do it. It's just going to be a few days later. But what I wanted to talk about is how I felt when I realized I wasn't going to meet my deadline and what I went through in my head. And part of me said, oh, just go ahead, race. You can do it. You can make it happen. Just do something. Throw it together really fast. I love you guys too much to do that. I do. You guys are so supportive of me. And like I said, it's March 1st is National Compliment Day. So I want to thank you for all the compliments you give to me. And I hope you go out and give a compliment to somebody else today. But I really did. My first reaction was, okay, just sit down really fast. And I knew what would happen. I'd muff it up. I wouldn't be able to say the things that I wanted to say to you guys. And that would stink. It would just stink. So instead I figured it might be a good idea to tell you how frustrated I was. I mean, you guys know frustration, right? When you have a plan and it doesn't come together. But also the guilt. Oh my goodness, the tremendous guilt I felt at letting you guys down, even though you guys didn't know what was coming or when it was coming. But I felt like crap for a while. Not just for a second or two, but I mean for a few days. Yes, I have been redoing all my fabrics and laces, and it's ridiculous that I've had to do that because I've done it multiple times before. And what happened as I started pulling all this stuff out is I found more guilt. More fabric I found, the more laces I found, the more stuff I hadn't used up. The guilt from not reaching the project deadline and having all the stuff that I wasn't using. Again, I felt like crap. And let me just tell you, I am tired of feeling like crap. I'm tired of feeling guilty. I'm tired of feeling like I'm letting people down. Why do I keep doing this to myself? So if you thought I was going to have some wonderful, fabulous words of wisdom that was going to say, hey, here's what you can do when you get in this situation. Sorry, that I do not have. So what do I have that I can share? I can share that you and me were a lot alike. Some days it's okay to power through a project and not worry about it. We just need to kind of break the block, or we're experimenting, we're just playing, and it's okay. And some days, if it's something that's kind of special to you, maybe it's okay to take your time. Go ahead and stress about it a little bit because I have an idea and I want to see it through. And I will, just not all at once. But what I really want to get rid of is the guilt. I don't want to feel guilty for having so much material. I don't want to feel guilty for having so many supplies. I'm blessed. I know that. And I know that other people are struggling. And this is one of those things that just sort of stops me in my tracks sometimes. I can't create because I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. And even when I help other people, it still sometimes feels like it's not enough. And if I'm doing something every day to make the world a better place, then maybe that is enough. And it's hard. God, it's hard. I guess one of the good things is that I'm not struggling with, how to go about making whatever it is I want to make. I just ran out of time and energy, and both desks are completely packed with stuff and I can't get to it. So I can tell you it's going to be a journal or a book-like object, I guess. And I think about times that I used to struggle with even where to start on something like that. And I know where I want to start, and I know what's going to go in it. I don't know what color it's going to be, but I just ran out of time, and that happens sometimes. And sometimes it's okay just to check in with a friend, like on National Compliment Day, and say, hey, you guys are awesome. I love all the fabulous words that you leave for me and for one another, both here on YouTube and in the Facebook group. I am so grateful to every single one of you, and we all struggle, and then we all get back to work and come back stronger than before, right? Sometimes we need to just lean in to whatever is stretching us out or stressing us out or causing our struggle. Lean into it and then let go. Just let go. The playtime's going to come back. The projects are going to come back. The videos will come back. Whatever it is you're struggling with, the painting will come back. The stitching will come back. Lean in to whatever is stretching you out of shape. It's okay to feel the struggle, to feel the pain, to feel the frustration of whatever is going on in your life right now. In my case, again, first world problems. I have too much stuff. And, oh, let me tell you this, okay? I emptied shelves. And you know what happened? I immediately felt this urge to go shopping because I had room on the shelves. How crazy is that? My whole problem is I have too much stuff. And I was thinking about going shopping. Nah, that's nuts. Just lean into it. Lean into the stress, which may just open the door to leaning into the joy. I don't know. It's worth a try, right? What have you got to lose? If you're already stretched out of shape, what have you got to lose if you give it a try? So what is the purpose of this video? I guess just to check in and say, hey, I wanted to put out a video last week. I wanted to put out a video this weekend. I wanted to put out a video on March 1st, and none of it happened. And this is basically to check in and say, you know what? I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling with the world, like many of us are. I'm struggling with the fact that I don't have any answers. I just have a whole lot of questions. I'm struggling with probably self-worth, because that seems to be one of those things I struggle with all the time. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with why I'm creating the things I'm creating, why I have so much stuff, what am I going to do about it? You know, we're all icebergs. There's always stuff going on in people's lives that we don't know about. There's stuff that happens behind the scenes and off camera, and you can't always know whether somebody needs a virtual hug or whether they just need some quiet space. I'm okay. I'm not depressed. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated at being old and slow, even though I love the wisdom that comes with age. I'm frustrated that I let myself fall into the trap of buying way too much stuff, and now I have to decide how I'm going to sell it off and dispose of it and give it away and any number combination of things. I'm frustrated with the fact that I have so many projects that are so close to being done and available to sell, and instead I decided to take out all this fabric and lace and resort it. I'm frustrated with just first world problems, little things. They don't count in the speck of keeping score with the rest of the world, but we shouldn't keep score. And I guess I'm checking in just to say, if you're struggling, you're not alone. It happens. And tomorrow's another day, and something different's going to happen, and I'll get back to my project. And so it's not going to come out on National Compliment Day. Oh well, it'll come out. It'll come out when I can work on it with joy and share it to you guys with joy. If you're not already in the Facebook group, come join us over there so we can share our creative journeys and support one another along the way.